Hey, what's up, garden friends? How's everybody doing? I hope you're good. I'm great. It's finally time for part 2 of the cactus planters. So as I mentioned in the previous video to this one where I potted up the more hardy type cactus, this one, the medium-sized bowl, I'm going to be using more tropical type cactus. It just works better for me this way because I can bring them into the house much more easily in the winter time. I am going to be kind of popping through this one a little bit faster than the last one just because, well, I already showed you the soil mix. The only difference this time is that there is a lot of gravel in here. I did end up putting a lot of gravel in the last one, I just forgot to show it. It was an afterthought. Cactus like really good sharp drainage, really gritty soil, so this will work better. The mix is wet, wetter than I would like for it to be right now, but it's been rainy, which is one of the reasons I'm zipping through this, because I'm kind of working in between storms here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rolling on this one. But just a brief recap, if you didn't watch the last video, what I've done here is I put some lava rock down in the bottom. I added an all-purpose potting mix with some sand, some perlite, all-purpose fertilizer, and then the orchid bark and the more gravel. Again, with this one, I have to leave a gap for a smaller pot to overlap. I may end up, when it comes time, actually will be the next video from this one, which will be the Saturday vlog, I may have to rearrange things a little bit. I won't really know what I'm doing here until I get going. So now I'm just going to go ahead and make things pretty. So in the back I have this Myrtillocactus, this Myrtle geometrizans, I believe. I'll have the names of everything down in the description. I did the same thing with the last video. This is just a cutting. That's why I have it staked up. Because really just a very small amount of this cutting is underneath the soil. Maybe an inch to 2 inches of the plant, if even. Don't need too much in there, it will rot. So that's why I have it staked up. I already know that I kind of wanted to have a situation where there's like a nice big cactus with a couple smaller ones. And then I have a large piece of stone that I'm going to be placing in here as well, with smaller plants in the front. Echeverias, some different types of cactus, and an aloe. Perhaps this crassula that's back here, even though that crassula is kind of large, I might be able to take a division of it and work it in there. That Myrtillo, it doesn't want to stand up. I'm going to have to do something different. It's just from moving this to pot it up, it's going to fall out. So for now, I'm going to leave it, and then when it's time to set everything up, I'll fix it. Now I'm playing with my hardscape, messing around with the little guys. I'm just going to play around with things and see what I like. Excuse you. Nope, I don't think so, snail friend. Sorry. Like I said before, I'm getting things kind of laid out here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get them planted up. Alright, there it is. Found a stone to put back there to wedge the Myrtillocactus up. And I even managed to leave some room in here for things to fill out. Unusual for me, I know. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and top dress this with some gravel, rinse it off, and we'll talk about what's in here. Okay, now I know this paper vase looks kind of grungy, but with a few rinses, it'll start to look more like gravel. Might take a little bit though. May not come through right in this video. Okay, and there it is. Finally done. Say finally like that took a long time. Really didn't, it was quite simple. And yes, I made a mess. Welcome to my channel. I already talked about the Myrtillocactus in the back. There are, however, 2 other cactus on each side of that. Now, I don't know what type of cactus they are. Unfortunately, they were just sold as assorted, so just a huge pet peeve of mine, but hey, they look nice. I'm okay with them. And then here to the left of this beautiful pink stone, and to the right, those are the Echeveria Arctic Ice. It's an Echeveria hybrid. Put all the names down in the description as well, so you can actually see them. I really like the soft blue color on these Echeverias, and they seem to be vigorous when it comes to suckering, which is really nice, putting out more little Echeverias. I feel like that's going to look really neat when they kind of start to pan out and spread a little bit more. Yeah, specifically, it was the fact that they seem to offset quickly, and I like the way those colors go with that pink stone. And then right behind the Echeveria on the right of the stone, that is Aloe conifera. I think the common name is something like coral aloe, something along those lines. I'm not positive. Again, I'll have all this down in the description. But again, it was all about color for me with this one. It has a nice bumpy texture to it, and it's a nice, vibrant, kind of red, corally color. It gets a little bit more vibrant in the sun. Little cutie right here in the very front of the stone, that is a Melocactus azureus. Azureus meaning blue. Just a little tiny blue ball cactus. And I think it's adorable. Not much rhyme or reason to that being in this other than I thought it was cute. And having smaller cactus placed around a large bowl like this does kind of help to naturalize it a little bit. Which is why I like to hardscape with stones, even though this one's not all that natural looking. It is a natural stone. And then right here trailing over the front, this is the Othanna capensis. It's also called Little Pickles. Kind of see why, because it looks like a string of little pickles. I planted this Othanna up in a seashell planter and a clam planter a while ago, and it's very vigorous. I had some leftover pieces, so I went ahead and just pulled one off. Thought it would look nice having something to spill over the front, as well as probably start to kind of trail over the side. It is very breakable though, I will say that, but it takes root like crazy. You just kind of set that on top of your soil, and it'll do fine for you. Since this bowl planter will be resting on top of a larger planter, having a trailer over the front just kind of made sense to me. It doesn't have a lot of space to trail, but that's okay. Everything I planted in here is not hardy where I live. I am in zone 6, so I will be bringing this in the winter time, and probably not watering it very much at all, if at all, period. This is where things get a little bit more tricky though. See, these cactus, they're not going to want to be watered during the winter time when their day lengths are a lot shorter. That's when you should stop watering your cactus. Succulents, however, such as the Echeveria, Aloe, and the Othanna, well, they're not going to be happy with that. So I may end up in the wintertime having to actually pull those guys out and put them elsewhere so I can water them more thoroughly, and then maybe over time we'll fill the front of this in with more really small dwarf cactus. I think that'll look really cool. But hey, that'll do it. This is going to wrap up part 2. Part 3 will be at the beginning of the next vlog, and I'll go ahead and get the entire container and succulent garden put together. Container and succulent container garden. Cactus and succulent. I have to figure something else out with that name, because I can't seem to get it down. I hope everybody's doing well. I have all my social media down there in the description, down there in the roots of the video. Follow me and I'll follow you back. It's a lot of fun seeing everybody's plant pictures and what's going on in everybody's gardens. And comment down below. I love talking to everybody. Anybody grown any of these cactus? Can you identify these guys? I haven't really put forth any effort into trying, but I just thought they were nice, and they're only $5 a pop, so I was like, hey, that's perfect for this. Don't forget to leave the video a thumbs up. It helps so much, and I really appreciate every single one of those. Thank you very much. It helps the videos, helps the channel, makes a big difference. Thank you. Subscribe as well. It's down there. Upload multiple times a week, and don't forget to check back for part 3. Alright, that's gonna do it, everybody. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing well, and above all else, most importantly, keep on growing. Bye.